सो हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय ब्रांड न्यू चैनल। तो दोस्तों आज हम इस वीडियो में बात करने वाले हैं मोबॉक्स एमुलेटर के बारे में, क्योंकि बहुत सारे बंदे ने कमेंट करके बोला है कि हमको एक बेक सेटिंग चाहिए, क्योंकि उनके डिवाइस में गेम इतना अच्छा चल नहीं रहा है और उनको इतना अच्छा सा एपीएस जो है वो भी नहीं मिल रहा है। तो मैं आज आपके लिए एक बेक सेटिंग लेकर आ चुका हूं। आप ये वाला सेटिंग को अप्लाई करोगे तो आपके डिवाइस में गेम थोड़ा स्मूथली चल सकता है। सो वीडियो पूरे एंड तक देखना और आप ये वाला सेटिंग को जरूर कॉपी कर लेना। और दोस्तों मैं आपको पहले से ही बता दूं, ये वाला सेटिंग मेरा नहीं है और मैं आपको जो वीडियो देने वाला हूँ वो भी मेरा नहीं है। अपट्रेक्स चैनल से मैंने बस वीडियो को जो मैंने उड़ा के लेकर आया है और मैं आपके लिए लेकर आया हूँ, क्योंकि बहुत सारे बंदे ने वो वाला वीडियो को देख लिया होगा, बट जिन्होंने नहीं देखा आप ये वाला वीडियो को इससे देख लो और आप ये वाले सेटिंग को कॉपी कर लो। कॉपी करोगे तो आपको थोड़ा अच्छा खासा एपीएस जो आपको देखने के लिए मिल जाएगा। और दोस्तों मैं उनको फुल क्रेडिट दे दूंगा, आप जाके उस चैनल को सपोर्ट भी कर लेना है। वीडियो का डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको उनका चैनल का लिंक जो आपको देखने के लिए मिल जाएगा। आप चाहोगे तो आप जाके उनके चैनल में जाके वीडियो को जो है आप देख सकते हो, नहीं तो आप इधर बेस्ट सेटिंग को देख के आप कॉपी कर सकते हो। और आपको उनका चैनल अच्छा लगे तो आप जाके उनको सपोर्ट करके सब्सक्राइब भी कर सकते हो। तो दोस्तों बिना किसी देर के वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं।
So the most important setting is going to be dynamic. You will have to configure it according to the games which you are trying and also your preferences. Now if you just go ahead and check out the dynamic setting informations, you will get presets for compatibility, performance, default as well as max performance. When you try out Mobox for the first time, you might be really confused about what dynamic preset should I really use. The best preset for performance is going to be 45. So if you want maximum FPS, then you just have to go ahead and type 45. Afterwards scroll up and check if your current configuration has been updated. Now you can also manually configure the dynamic settings. I am explaining the easiest methods possible. If your game is not opening in Mobox Emulator Android, then you can try out the max compatibility or default compatibility presets. For that, let's just choose the number of max compatibility, which is 1, and if we want improvement in performance, we'll choose the preset as 15. Afterwards tap on enter, and right here you will be able to see the current configuration as 15. Now you can also apply multiple configurations. You can only use one preset from here but additional presets from here. For example, if you want maximum performance plus fix for Call of Duty, you will choose the preset 445. So 4 for performance, Call of Duty fix, and improvement in performance again. Once that has been done, we can just go ahead and save it, and there we go. So you have to modify this preset according to the games which you try to emulate. In my case, GTA 5 can run perfectly fine with the 45 preset, which will provide you the best performance possible. That's pretty cool, and if you are playing any of these games which need fixes, then you can try out all these preset combinations as I showed you guys. Now the next setting is going to be the DXVK settings. Don't change the wine prefix settings. In DXVK D3D11 max feature level, this is important. You will have to set it according to the game which you try to emulate. By default it is set to D3D11 max feature 12_1. But let's say you want to play Watch Dogs, then you will have to decrease it to 11_1. But in most cases you can use the default option, which is 12_1. Once that has been done, we'll just go ahead and tap on cancel. Afterwards, in system settings, you can decrease the resolution to get better performance. So right here in change fallback resolution, let's just go ahead and tap on it. You can enter a new resolution. For example, in very less resolution, then you can just go ahead and type 800x600. If you want 720p emulation, then you can type 1280x720, which is default resolution, but I recommend you guys to go with 800x600. In the system setting, there is one another important setting which you'll find if you just go ahead and scroll down. It is known as select Adreno 7 series flicker fix, which is very important if you guys have Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 device or above. In my case, I have the 8 Gen 2 device which has flickering issues while emulating games. Enabling this setting will fix the flickering issues which you might face. Now once you are done with system settings, you'll just have to keep everything else as default. Now as you guys know, if you have an rooted device, Windows emulation on Android can perform way better. So there are even root settings, but unfortunately my device isn't rooted, so we won't be messing with that. If you have an Mali GPU Android device, then you can mess with virtual settings. Let's say 250 likes and I'll make a video on how to set up Mobox Emulator Android on a Mediatek processor Android device. If you guys need help setting up this emulator on a device with Mali GPU for which the virtual settings are present. Anyways, once you apply these best settings, what you can do is just go back by tapping on the cancel button. Afterwards scroll down, select Wine container, make sure that it is Wine GE custom. If you are unable to run some games, you can try switching it up to Wine 8.0.2. If you want to add Wine 8.0.2, you can go to manage packages and make sure to go to the second option. Afterwards go to the fifth option, which is change box 36 and box 64 builds. In this you will have to choose the December 23 builds, faster and default. I have already chosen them, so I'll just go ahead and tap on cancel, and these were the main Mobox Emulator important settings. There are a few more settings which I'd like to show you guys to improve your performance. The next important settings are going to be in the start bar, so just go ahead and tap on it. Afterwards go to this section where you'll have to choose an appropriate graphics driver. Now in most cases 𝗗𝗶𝗀𝗶𝗵𝗃 asynchronous version 1.10.3 will be the best graphics driver to get amazing levels of performance on Adreno GPU. But if you guys are having trouble booting some games, then you can also use 𝗗𝗶𝗃𝗃𝗃. Most likely you should use 𝗗𝗶𝗃 asynchronous 1.10.3 𝗗𝗶𝗃𝗃 as well as 2.3 version. To use these, just go ahead and tap on them, and afterwards it will be initialized and be successfully set. The next most important thing is that you need to use the Turnip Zinc version 4 drivers for best performance possible. If you guys have an Mali GPU Android device, go with 𝗗𝗶𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃2400. Once that has been done, the next step is to just go ahead and launch your game, and then we'll see some more additional settings. While your game is being launched, what you have to do is just go ahead and go to the start settings, afterwards go to apps, then go to task manager and tap on it. Afterwards you'll get the task manager options where all you have to do is just go ahead and close the services process by selecting it and then scrolling to end process. Just go ahead and tap on it, just go ahead and tap on yes again and select the game which you are trying to play. Right click and set the affinity as CPU 5, CPU 6, CPU 7, then tap on OK. Afterwards make sure to set priority as high. Once that has been done, just go ahead and scroll to the yes option, then go back